So students, let us see a few more problems on the similar type, that is formulation of PDE by elimination of arbitrary functions. Alright, consider another question. The function here is given by phi of xy plus z square, comma x plus y plus z is equals to 0. So this is the equation what they have given. We got to eliminate phi itself. We have only phi here, but eliminate phi itself. But instead phi is a function of x, y, z. Alright. And indeed z is a function of x and y. Remember this. Z is a function of x and y, but phi is a function of x, y, z. How do we do this? This is little different from the previous. So here you got to first assume the integral parts as some two different functions. Consider u is equal to the first function, the first term here, and let v be another function which is nothing but our second term. Here we are applying total differentiation, otherwise we can call it as chain rule and partial derivatives. So for that we got to find first the partial derivatives of u and v with respect to x and y. Alright. So partially differentiating u with respect to x, treating y as constant. So you have 1 into y plus 2z into derivative of z with respect to x, which is equals to y plus 2z into p. This is the standard notation what I have used. Again, with u with respect to y. With respect to y, treating x as constant, x is a constant, it is as it is, derivative of y with respect to y is 1 plus z square will become 2z into dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y with respect to y. So it's going to be x plus 2z cube. Similarly here, dou v by dou x with respect to x, treating y as constant, so this is 1 plus 0 plus dou z by dou x, that is equals to 1 plus p. Similarly, the second part, that is dou v by dou y is equals to 0 plus with respect to y, so dz dou z by dou y, that is 1 plus q. Keep these things ready. Now we are going to write the chain rule on partial differentiation, partial derivatives. What is that given by? We have dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou x plus dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou x is equals to 0. This is first term. And again we have one more. This is with respect to x. We will have a similar rule for with respect to y, that is the second variable. Dou phi by dou u, wherever x is there you replace y. So you get dou u by dou y plus dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou y is equals to 0. Okay. Now these are the two formulae for the chain rule on partial derivatives. So let us rearrange these equations. From this equation we get dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou x is equals to dou phi by, with a negative sign, this will be equal to minus of, this goes here, that's why, negative of dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou x. Similarly here also we get the similar term, dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou y is equal to negative of dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou y. Okay. Now let us assume this is equation 1 and 2. We divide each, when 1 by 2, dividing that we get dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou x divided by the LHS divided by LHS, again RHS divided by RHS. That's how we do. So dividing here we get dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou y is equals to, the RHS here is minus dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou x divided by negative of dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou y. Hope you guys understood. this entire equation is divided by this entire equation. That means the left side of this equation by the left side is equal to the right side of the equation divided by the right side. But right side we have a negative sign. So what we should do here? For right side, as we have a negative sign, the negative gets cut. So this gets cut. Okay. Now what are we going to get? See, you can see this term also gets cut. This term also gets cut. So what are you going to get? Dou u by dou x. What is dou u by dou x? We don't know. We will write as it is. Dou u by dou x divided by dou u by dou y is equal to dou v by dou x divided by dou v by dou y. This is what you are going to get. And now we have already found all these four terms, right? So go ahead and substitute all the four terms, so we can get rid of the function phi and not its derivatives also. So we will not have any more. Anyway, substituting the four terms what we have already here found, we get the first one is dou u by dou x is replaced by y plus 2zt divided by dou u by dou y with respect to y, that is x plus 2zq is equal to, again coming to this part, 1 plus p divided by, this is 1 plus q. And this is, in this particular equation has no arbitrary function phi. But anyways, we can't leave it as it is. You got to cross multiply, simplify, and I told you, you have to represent in terms of p, q and a term in terms of x and y. So that's how you can get a PDE. So multiply this, we get multiplying this into this, y plus yq is plus 2zp plus 2zpq is equal to product of these two, x plus xp plus p into these 2zq will give you 2z x plus xp. Now with this 2zp, 2zq into 2zpq, 2zq in plus 2zpq. This 2zpq, 2zpq on both sides gets cut. So what are you left out with? Whatever you are left out with, bring all the p and q terms to the left side and the other terms to the right side. So this is going to give you 2zp as it is, and bring another p term here which comes here, a minus xp, and again for q, yq, bring this q term here, 2zq minus 2zq, and what are you left out here with? Only x, and here it is y, it goes that side, becomes minus 1. Now take out p common from this, we get 2z minus x into p. Take out minus q common, so we get 2z minus y into q is equal to x minus y. And this equation is in the standard form of a PDE. Hence, that is the required PDE. Understood, guys? Okay, so this is how you can solve it. Let us see more one question. Let us see more one question. So, by the elimination of arbitrary functions only, method of elimination of arbitrary functions. Okay, so the question says z is equal to y into f of x plus x into phi of y. Okay, so now we can't help here, we cannot do any simplification, as we have two arbitrary functions. One is f of x and the other one is phi of y. So first let us find the partial derivatives with respect to x and y. So dou z by dou x is equals to, with respect to x treating y as constant, this is as it is, derivative of f of x is going to be f dash of x, and with respect to x treating y as constant, phi of y is as it is, derivative of x is 1. Okay, now this is our P. Similarly, with respect to Y, that is Q. Q is equals to, with respect to Y, treating f of x is constant, therefore f of x is constant, derivative of y is 1. Similarly, x is constant, derivative of phi of y will become phi dash of y. With the help of these two, it is very difficult to eliminate phi and f, both the functions. So, we have to find the further derivatives. That is, let us find higher order derivatives with respect to, we will consider here dou square z by dou x dou y. That means dou z by dou z of so dou z by dou y, whatever we got this term, we are further going to differentiate with respect to x, and this is going to give us our r. This is r, the second derivative. So what is the derivative of this with respect to x? Differentiating with respect to x, you get phi f dash of x. Treating y as constant, so phi dash of y will be as it is. X derivative is 1. Let that be as it is. Alright. Now let us find the double derivative with respect to x and then with respect to y. Let us see what is that we are going to get. Okay, this is yes. So let me use the standard notation now. I missed r. Let me find r. R is dou square z by dou x square, which is equal to dou by dou x of dou z by dou x. So where is dou z by dou x? This term. With respect to x again. So what do you get? Y is a constant as it is. Y f dash of x will become f double dash of x plus y is a constant. It's gonna be phi of y will be 0. So only this much will be there. Next, therefore r is equal to y into f double dash of x. Similarly, the double derivative with respect to y is given by t. T is equal to dou square z by dou y square, that is dou by dou y of dou z by dou y. Okay, so we get this term has to be differentiated again with respect to y, treating x as constant, therefore we have f of x derivative is 0. Treating x as constant, x is as it is, derivative of phi dash of x is going to be double dash of phi, derivative of phi dash of y will be phi double dash of y. Okay, now we can see here, we can easily find out what is f dash of x and phi dash of y from the two equations and then substitute in the r. Let us see what is the use. So you can see, consider r, substitute in s, actually you have phi dash of x and phi dash of y. So what is f dash of x and f dash of phi dash of y. So let us find these two from the two equations. So what is the first one? This one is going to give you what is f dash of x, and this one is going to give you what is phi dash of y. So let us do that first, but still it takes little more time. You can see here from this equation what am I going to get? This equation. What is f dash of x here? F dash of x will be equal to p minus phi of y whole divided by y. So this is equals to p minus phi of y the whole divided by coefficient, that is y. Similarly, from this we can find what is phi dash of y, which is equals to q minus f of x whole divided by the coefficient. So q minus f of x whole divided by the coefficient is x. Okay, so these two terms let us substitute in this particular s. Therefore, substituting those two in terms of s, we have okay. So I guess these two might not be helpful. Let that be there, a redundant part that usually we keep. ready. Now in this I am substituting. Therefore my s is equals to, instead of f dash of x, I am going to write this one, p minus phi of y divided by y, and then plus phi dash of y is replaced by q minus f of x whole divided by x. Take LCM, so we get xy and then cross multiply xp minus x into phi of x plus cross multiply yq minus y into f of x. Okay, this goes here. S into xy is equal to, let us group these. Okay, so px plus qy, and from these two negative sign can be taken out common, x into fi of y plus y into f of x. But you can see this part is somewhere in our question. What is that? Y into f of x plus x into phi of y is replaced by z. So you get xy into z, s is equal to px plus qy minus, instead of the entire term, I can get z. And this will be my required PDE. Why? Because the arbitrary functions f and phi are not there, first thing. Second thing, this entire equation is in the simplified version of the higher order partial derivatives. That's how, depending on the question type, we got to apply different methods to eliminate the given partial arbitrary functions and frame a partial differential equation. Understood, guys?